That's incredibly That is so bad. That was a terrible idea, Aang. Generic control into that goes. We're back with some more Overanalyzing Avatar. Today we have the Crossroads of Destiny, which is an epic title for an episode. You can check my reaction to last episode, which was The Guru. It was a very, very, very good episode. Talked about the chakras and Sokka and his dad and all that fun stuff. You can check my reaction to that. I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Also going to be playing on my channel with all my other Overanalyzing Avatar reactions. Going in chronological order. YouTube, Xbox had an update, I guess. I'd said I never wanted it to update. It did an update on its own, and now playlists look like this, and I kind of hate it, honestly. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope I can make it a tiny little better. I read every single one of your comments, at least down below. You all have been very, very informative on the comments, talking about Korra in the books, and telling me fun facts and little interesting stuff. Kimp Dog always does a really, really good breakdown of every single episode as well. I read every single one of your comments. Also, shout out to the patrons, because they get every video a day early and allow me to have a paywall on the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully I can make it time a little better. I absolutely love Avatar, and I'm excited to see this because this is like the penultimate episode for the end of season or book 2, I think. This is when Azula shoots him with the lightning, I'm pretty sure. And like when he gives up Katara and he gets struck by lightning, like he unleashes the full power and gets struck by lightning. I think that's this episode. And then next episode might be the end of book 2, where you see Ozai, or is that the start of book 3? I'm not really sure, but let's go ahead and jump on into it. Such a sick intro, dude.
I believe AANG can save the world.
Not this episode, he won't. Usually they
No.
use a different take for some voice lines in the recap, but for this one, we
That's
even
completely
got a
wrong.
different word. Here's the original one,
You must open all the chakras.
and here's the recap.
You must clear all the chakras. If you are
Oh.
killed in the Avatar's
What?
state,
Is that because they
will cease to exist.
like they
I've
published the
always
last
really
episode
hated this part
before?
of this recap. I get that it's a huge point of this episode, but for people that have been really paying attention, they already know that. And having
Yeah.
it literally as the stinger at the end of this recap almost feels like a spoiler somehow. You guys ever think that this might be Song's ostrich horse that
Wait.
Zuko and Iroh ditched? Weird that they just show a seemingly wild ostrich horse, right? Appa looks
Is it?
absolutely enormous in this shot instead of looking small every other time.
The Earth
Yeah.
King and the Council of Five do not
Yeah,
trust
this is the penultimate
dying.
What
episode,
are these
isn't it?
statues they're surrounded by right now? They kind of remind me of the ones at the entrance of the cave of the two lovers. Hard to say though.
Any weakness
Maybe.
at all, I will snuff it out.
Good thing this guy has a defining marking on his face. Wonder why that's there.
Nice speech, Azula.
This teapot is
I wonder why that is there.
actually in a prior shot. Good attention to detail, I guess. I like that since they still haven't got a saddle, Toph is up here on Appa's head and hanging on to Sokka for stability.
It went
True.
great with the Guru. I completely mastered the Avatar state.
No, you didn't.
It's a good thing Appa isn't made of earth, and apparently both Sokka and Toph went deaf because this is the worst lie ever.
Did I ever tell
Yeah.
you how I got the nickname, the Dragon of the West?
I'm not
How did you?
interested in a lengthy anecdote, Uncle.
It's more of a demonstration, really.
I like that line a lot. Why do I like that so much? Iroh's just like,
Ew.
nah, check this shit out.
I can breathe fire.
We
Which
actually
is-
see Iroh
shouldn't they
blow
all be
his
able to do
wall by
that?
using lightning here, which is pretty rare for him to use.
I'm tired of
I guess he
running.
does know how to use
It's
lightning.
time I faced Azula.
That's a bad idea. Yeah, the face palm. Dude, you're no match
Will
for
you
her.
challenge me to an Agni Kai?
Yes, I challenge you.
No thanks.
Oh my god, he's done it! Don't waste time, wave, fire
Oh,
variation.
God.
Someone stop him, he'll kill us all!
We already did the earth. We've seen that. I don't think we ever see the water version.
Company.
It's the Shadow Bender! Oh no, it's one of the worst off-model Appas there is. Look what they did to my boy.
What did they do to
Scaffolding
him?
in the corner of this room because, if you remember, Toph blew a hole through this wall, so I guess they're
Oh.
It's an old friend of mine.
Do they really need to build it like
Glad
that?
to see you're okay.
Toph says glad to see you're okay because the last time she saw Iroh, he
He's
was
very
all messed
bad.
up from Azula blasting him.
Yeah.
I need your help.
And they're like, oh, what's going
Oh
on?
no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
Yeah,
Also,
Toph
you might
has
think,
no
how
idea.
could Iroh possibly know where the gang could be found? But I think I've found the through line. Aang must have put the address he was staying at on the flyers they made for Appa.
That's
And Zuko has
incredibly
Iroh
big.
a
That
flyer
is
right
so
here. It's
bad.
very possible that
That was
Iroh
a
would know
terrible
where to go.
idea,
That being
Aang.
said, why wouldn't Zuko
Huh?
just go to this address if he wanted
Yeah.
to capture Aang? And that one I don't really have an answer.
You're the most
for,
wanted
so
person
maybe
on the
not. I
planet.
also like that the gang isn't immediately physically
With
aggressive towards
one-
Iroh because if you think about it, the last two times they ever met up, they were actually on the same side, both
Yeah.
against Azula and at the North Pole.
Katara's in trouble. All
Because
of Ba Sing
Iroh's the
Se
best.
is in trouble. Working together is our best chance.
I guess we have no choice. Come on.
Looks like
play.
even on the outside they've got some scaffolding going too.
Oh, that's to do with the scar, right? Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
it's the guy with the identifying mark on his face from earlier. Who could have predicted this?
Yeah, the only reason why the game was Scar.
Azula and Longfang are plotting a coup.
A coup?
Foolish samurai warrior.
That's Samurai Jack, right? I'm
In
pretty
the
sure it
crystal
is.
catacombs of old Ba Sing Se, deep beneath the palace.
No, that's fine. I'll just
Founding
chill here,
Titan?
guys.
Oh wait, let me guess. It's a trap.
Attack on Titan's crazy.
So that when Aang shows
That
up
goes
to help
anime.
me, you can finally have him in your little Fire Nation clutches.
This is an awkward moment for Zuko. Not even just with Katara, I mean. He was feeling
He
the
realizes
best he had
how
in years, but
bad-
then he obviously felt this fiery need for retribution when confronted by Azula. Even now, he's probably in his own head, unsure of what he wants.
yeah.
So I like that he gets to be quiet here for a second.
The Fire Nation took my mother away from me.
I'm sorry.
God.
That's something we have in common.
That's a really powerful line.
It
And
is.
it even harkens back to my take on Zuko's fever dreams. That's something the
Which
viewer
his
may
mom
not
is still
actually
alive,
connect in
apparently.
their own heads. And it is truly a defining moment for each one of these characters. Both of them are still very bothered by that fact.
Mommy
I think that's the perfect
issues.
thing to bring up to let these two characters speak on equal footing. Awesome writing.
Well, what
Yeah,
do you
true.
know?
They're
There
like the
is
only
an
two
ancient
characters
city
with...
down there.
So
Well,
Toph
Toph
can just
also
see
probably
deeper
does.
if she focuses on it. I like it a lot more in a later episode when she does this kind of thing to see deeper. So this brings up kind of
Sure,
a weird
yeah,
logic
that's-
problem. Aang is seemingly just pushing a massive amount of rock and dirt backwards when he does this, right? All in a straight line. But when they come out the other side of this makeshift tunnel,
There's no,
it's not
like-
like there's a gigantic mound of rock and debris. So when Aang bends all of this earth to make
Is
their
he
way down
compressing
there,
it?
where does all this material go?
Top thinks you give pretty good advice.
He
And
does.
Great tape.
The key to both is proper aging. What's on your mind?
I
True.
love this scene. I think it's really cool that you can have two wise mentors disagree on such a major topic and see both of their sides.
Perfection and power are overrated.
God, I love
I think
Iroh.
you're very wise to choose happiness and love.
Learn to let her go. Or you cannot let the pure cosmic energy flow in from the universe.
Yeah, and
You
he like
must
actually gives her
learn
up
to
and
let
then
go.
bad things happen.
On top of that, it's just some more banging, feel-good Iroh wisdom. It's something that everyone at some point in their life needs
Uh-huh.
to hear. And I love that you can
You
take
rewatch
Iroh's
his
teachings
show
and
as an
apply them to
adult.
yourself, not just the characters he's talking to.
But if you just keep moving, you will
I like
come
that
to
smirk.
a better place.
Obvious ones, but if you're not paying attention, they'll get by you. This is General Hao, the leader, and this is still General Sung from the top of the wall, being about as effective as ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you in time
So
for?
effective.
Cutie.
Notice how Momo, who already knows the girls are fakes, gets the hell away from Ty Lee as soon as she
Yeah.
approaches them.
Oh, they didn't know. God,
They're
it's
not
Ty
the
Lee.
real Kyoshi warriors.
It's interesting that Azula just left Mei and Ty Lee in disguise to sit
Yeah.
around the Earth King, right? You'd think that she'd
I
have
guess
her two
for this very
specialist
reason.
friends out helping with the coup that has to go off without a single hitch.
Dai Li,
Eh.
arrest the Fire Nation princess.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I said,
Nope.
arrest her. What is wrong with you?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a big fan of this. The internal logic just isn't there for me. Azula is still a fish out of water here. She's got her two friends
Yeah,
and herself, and
but-
she's surrounded by enemies. Would the Dai Li really flip on their leader this easily to basically topple their entire country for someone who was in this compromised of a position? Azula's been in command of them for what, a day? Two at most?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
wanna
how
say
terrifying
that's still
she is,
contrived,
I
but
guess.
it does really
Gotta
only
make a
feel like
video live
Azula
in
wins
2
here
minutes.
because it was written that way, which kind of makes this one-liner feel a lot less cool.
You've beaten me at my own game.
Not
Don't
really.
flatter yourself. You were never even a player.
But he
I used to
was.
think this scar marked me. The mark of the banished prince, cursed to chase the Avatar forever.
Also, if anything's ever blurred, it was YouTube's copyright system. I'm
I've
sorry, I
realized
forgot to
I'm
mention
free
that.
to determine my own destiny.
This is perfect. This is an entire season worth of character work paying off almost entirely in a single sentence. Everything is built up to the point where Zuko can admit this not just to himself, but to someone who he saw as an enemy. And they're about
Yeah.
to bring it all crashing down beautifully. And here it is visualized as well. Remember way back at the start of the season when Song tried to touch Zuko's
And he was
star
like,
and
"Nope."
stopped her? Well, here we are on the other side of everything Zuko's been through, and
Doesn't-
he lets Katara touch
Oh, he
him.
should try to use the mystic water to heal it.
Iroh walks in the room with his mouth covered from all the dust. Aang's like, I knew if I just blew enough holes in walls, I'd find them eventually.
Yeah.
Hey, what were you two just doing?
It's not
Uh-huh.
too late for you, Zuko. You can still
What were y'all
redeem
doing?
yourself.
The kind of redemption she offers is not for you.
Why don't you let him decide, Uncle?
And here we are, back in Zuko's dream. The red dragon and the blue dragon
Yep.
talking in his ears, telling him which path to take. This is his real moment of truth. This isn't a dream this time. This
Yeah,
is real.
it's more
Will
than
he
just
relapse
words,
to
it's
the path
actions.
that had been chosen for him, or stay the course with Iroh and be happy? He made his choice once, but is he strong enough to make it again? The answer is no, he isn't. And I think that works really well. I know that thinking on this matter is split pretty hard, but I think Zuko going back to his old ways when an opportunity presents itself is super realistic.
Yeah,
He's made
especially
the
with his
decision
sister
to live
there.
the way he has for a few days, but with with Azula offering him everything he's always wanted just to help her this one time. Yeah,
Got my video go live.
Song doesn't matter. Lee
Oh,
doesn't
look,
matter.
there's some
Jin
issues
doesn't
with your
matter.
video.
At
Yeah,
his
YouTube
core, he's
subscribe
still
prices,
that
and that's the
angry
issue.
kid that wants everything that was taken from him. The change hasn't stuck yet, and I think that makes his eventual turn all the stronger when it does happen. And I think they specifically do this shot of Zuko looking totally unhinged because they want the viewer to know this is serious. It's not some trick or some double cross play. All right, back to the fight. Thanks for the earthbending help, I guess, Katara. What an awesome set for a final battle too. It's not often you see a battle done in green. Usually you see reds and blues, but having it done in this setting and in this color tone really helps it stand out.
Oh god, Mexican standoff.
Let's go.
Metal bending.
I'm not leaving without Bosco.
Didn't you take Bosco with you when you were being led out of the throne room? I guess
apparently,
this fight also helps.
Apparently, a queen ate Bosco or something.
Distinguishing itself by being the only one that ever uses these glowing rocks.
They're minerals.
So wait, was Katara going for the old bisect them down the middle play? Was that
she?
the waterbending scroll?
I don't think so.
Teach this girl.
I don't know. I think everybody expects him to like win this.
Azula dead to rights here, which is cool to see. Ever since she became the master, her own development has sort of taken a back seat. So it's really cool to see the fact that she's a match for Azula, at least in this one scenario.
Well, yeah, it's Azula.
I have changed.
This one has always read kind of strangely for me. Is Zuko referring to the fact he's still gone through all the things he has and it's having an effect on him? Or is he saying that he's changed and he's back on his capture the Avatar bullshit?
Yeah. Oh, this. Dude, that looks so sick.
Progression stuff. This is the first time we've ever seen Aang use a move similar to one Toph used in their training montage half a season ago. So it's really neat to see him do it. Also, it looks tight as fuck because it's made out of gemstones and he's out of his mind.
You just walk on your front paws
Trip
instead
too hard.
of your rear ones, like this.
No, I guess Ty Lee took Bosco back because she wanted to teach him circus stuff. Classic Ty Lee.
That is a nice trick.
Just take the bear.
Classic May.
Yeah. God. All the girls. They're just great characters. All of them. Ty Lee.
So we've got the octopus style, but once again we see the user take the widest stance imaginable, which is against Katara's teachings about protecting your center. But whatever, I'm no waterbender.
Oh, and he's in there doing the Avatar
that
state.
Ain't
good. He's powering up.
So cool. Is Aang flying here, you think? He doesn't look like he's got his iconic air sphere around him. It just seems to be kind of floating in this weird column of light.
Aang gets struck by lightning.
What an incredible anticlimax.
It was.
It takes the wind out of the sails of both the characters
and
the audience.
I freaked out the first time I saw this.
Avatar's become so amazing at, making the audience feel the same way the characters do in the moment. Also, the whole not killing the Avatar thing goes out the window with this, right? Unless Azula somehow knows that killing Aang in the Avatar state
I don't know how
will
she
end the
would.
Avatar forever, but Aang didn't even know that, so I feel like that's kind of a stretch. We actually see here the point where the lightning left Aang's body and shot down into the ground on his left foot, which is cool, since it did seem like his left foot was the closest thing he had to the ground as he floated upwards. It's hard to notice since your focus is probably on Zuko getting washed away here, but you can actually see Katara catch Aang in the shot as well.
Oh, that was very slick.
You've got to get out of here.
And Iroh gets captured.
As long as I can.
How'd you get out of there?
He's Iroh. He does what he wants.
For some reason, I always thought these rocks just missed Iroh, but it actually
they hit him.
Every single
and
one
they
of them
broke
hit.
on him.
He even has a painful response to the one that hits his hands.
And he was fine because he's Iroh.
Hello, Momo. Why would they draw you like this in a very somber scene?
Momo's seen some stuff. He just saw Aang die.
I need to ask you something.
That's a good correlation. Doesn't say anything.
The Earth Kingdom has fallen.
What an awesome finale. To end on a loss is so ballsy. This is the team.
So this was the finale of book 2. Okay.
And if you want to follow the traditional
I wasn't sure. It was either that or penultimate.
This is exactly when it should be pacing-wise, at the end of part 2. The entire Bossing Say arc was lightning in a bottle. Everything was awesome and well thought out.
In book 3.
was cool, like I said.
In
I
book
really don't
3.
think that was executed very well. Other than that, though, awesome. We get great character interactions we wouldn't otherwise see because of the chaos that Azula has brought to Bossing Say. And
Iroh working with them.
The parallels between Katara and Zuko, especially, considering we usually only see Aang and Zuko paralleled. Iroh and Aang's talk is great too, but unfortunately Toph and Sokka don't get a whole lot to do. The action we did get was stellar though. New moves from everyone involved,
and the
incredible
green,
animation,
the gemstones.
exactly what you want from a finale. And of course, the pit of your stomach moment when Aang gets shot out of the sky.
Yeah.
Nearly everything in this finale is executed amazingly. It's stunning. Before we get to the patrons, I don't ever really do this in video, but since it's the end of the season, I thought I'd take a shot. If you're enjoying my content, please subscribe. It really helps me out a lot, and my dumb lizard brain really likes seeing bigger numbers. All right, patron shoutouts. If you want to be 2 episodes ahead of the YouTube releases, you can support me on Patreon for just a few bucks.
How many minutes is left? There is 2 minutes of patron shoutouts. Okay.
Who can crush an apple-sized diamond with one hand? Andrew Edwards, the first man to receive a PhD and looking good on a Friday night. Charlie Rock.
Only Friday night?
Is the perfect blend of handsome but non-threatening that your Christian mom will surely love. Chase Brignac, who has been forced to sleep with the fishes, so they say, and he was fine afterwards. Fetch Me Something Gay, who once found a hidden treasure valued in the millions, but put it back because they said it was, quote, too easy. Fritz Sullivan, who sang so well at a karaoke night that a YouTube recording of it went triple platinum. Kennedy Stapleton, queen of that one underwater civilization that isn't Atlantis, unfortunately.
Wait, there's one that's on Atlantis?
Definitely a normal dude with 100% human DNA, I assure you, I promise. Max Lewandowski, who volunteers as a town crossing
Lewandowski.
That's just nice. Mike the Wizard, grand champion of 6 separate suburban dad fight clubs. Sad Wallet Noises, who nursed a bird back to health so well he can now just look at birds and heal them with his mind.
Oh,
Skylos, who definitely isn't totally human. I don't know what he is. Watch out for that guy. Tommy, aka Underfoot, who won Forbes' sexiest man in 2018, but bowed out of the race so Idris Elba could have it. Wolfman Dan, who was built like a linebacker on horse steroids. And You Freaking Nerd, who outran a horse on horse steroids to win the Horse on Steroids World Cup. Other huge shoutouts go to my other top patrons: Aiden Aguirre, Alex Fritz, Be My Valentine,
I don't know how he comes
Dingo,
up with
Cabbage
those.
Gal, Canine Corpse, Kevin Yagi, Code Canut, Derek Cornwell, DJ Jax, Do Mutual Aid, Dr. Uwu, Distant,
he has a lot of patrons.
Eleanor Rose, Xmeyer, Glintlock, Jeremy Rubenstein, Lehman Russ, Martin Jana, 1210, Mitchell Gobrecht, Mortius 007, Nicholas Abbott, Knock, Papa Jaka, Peter Bayron, Picker, Gas, Rummy B, Skylar JP, Spaghetti Hose, Steinwan, Steven Smart, Super Snipper, Tentabat, The Rainy Man on Heelys, Tiago Nascimento, Triad Juice, William Stringer, and Zoompy. That's it. Book 2's done. Wow. See you for book 3.
Lizard Brain. Okay, yeah, book 3 is, and that's when they, I guess, that's the face reveal of Ozai, which is a very big deal. It's the first time we ever seen him. It's always, like, shadowed over. Oh, man. We're 2/3 of the way through Overanalyzing Avatar. Thank you so much for being on this journey. These videos, they don't get a ton of support, but I appreciate the support they do get. I do love reading your comments that you leave down below, and shout out to the patrons, because I couldn't do videos like this if it wasn't for them, and I've absolutely loved this series, and I love going down this kind of like reliving Avatar and reliving it with you. Some of you, I've never heard of Overanalyzing Avatar. Some of you came to my channel for Overanalyzing Avatar, and now you're checking out some other videos, so it just works out for everyone. I've really enjoyed this. It has been fantastic to relive my childhood that I apparently didn't have by overanalyzing Avatar, but I hope I made your day a tiny little better. I look forward to the next video, but until then, take care and key to music.